Hey guys, I'm back getting ready to make the Mexican rice and beans. That's what we're going to be having with our fish tacos this evening. These are recipes that I got from a friend years ago. It's how his family makes theirs. So that's kind of what we've adopted in ours. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the flame underneath both of these. Kind of on a medium low. For the rice, I've got 1 cup of rice. I've got my packet of my Goya con saffron, so with the saffron, and then I add a little bit of like a chicken bouillon cube or chicken bouillon base, same idea, that I put into my rice. And then for the beans, I have a large can of pinto beans, still with the liquid in it. You want that liquid. I have about a medium white onion cut up, so maybe about a cup's worth, and some grated Parmesan cheese. So I am going to throw a little bit of light olive oil in both of these pans. Okay. So we will get our onion sauteing, turn the heat up a little bit more. You don't want it to brown, we're just getting it translucent, sweating the onion out there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my rice into the pan with the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and dump in my packet. Okay. So we will saute both of these. Both will take just a few minutes. All right, mix that oil. Okay, we'll get both of these going. I'm gonna grab my 2 cups of water that I'll be adding into the rice. So get that ready. Okay. Just keep giving this a stir. Onions are kind of starting to simmer, sizzle a little bit. Oh, looks like I got a little bit of the seasoning from the rice in there. That's okay. Okay. So I think for my rice, I'm going to add maybe like a half packet more. I feel like it needs just a little bit more. I just so happen to have a half packet already in there. There we go. All right. So I'm going to let both of these go for just a couple minutes. And then we'll dump our beans in, we'll throw our water in here. Okay, so we have the onions are getting nice and soft, translucent. Almost ready to throw the beans in there, and we've gotten our rice nice and hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my 2 cups of water to the rice and a little spoonful of my chicken base. As always with rice, we're gonna bring it to a boil, which shouldn't take very long. I will then throw the lid on here and we'll turn the heat down to low and set my timer for about 15 minutes. All right, now we're gonna take our can of beans, dump those into your onions. Okay. Let's give that a stir. Both of these are so easy, but they are staples for sure with our family. So get those onions mixed in real well. We're gonna turn the heat up under the beans a little bit, bring them to a nice good bubble, and then we'll turn the heat down and let those simmer. And they'll cook about the same amount of time as the rice. All right, looks like rice is almost ready. We'll get these 2 bubbling. And I've always found with the pinto beans, because we're gonna do a little bit of Parmesan cheese in them, or cotija cheese, if you have that, you don't need to add any salt to them. They have just enough coming out of the can, so I never add any salt to those. And then to our rice, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. Obviously the chicken base has some salt in it, and so does the seasoning packet. So I am gonna do just a tiny bit more, but not too much. Okay. And with the beans, if you find that your liquid's drying up a little bit too fast, just throw a little bit of water in with them. Or if you make them earlier in the day, obviously they'll thicken as they sit. Same idea. Just throw a little water in them when you go to warm them back up. All right, rice is bubbling. Cover that up. Like I said, turn that heat all the way down to low. Set my timer for 15 minutes. All right, my beans are starting to bubble around the edges here too, so kind of same idea. I'm not gonna cover them though, but we're gonna turn that heat down to low and then just let them simmer for a good 10-15 minutes. At that point, we'll mash them and throw a little Parmesan in them. All right, our beans have been simmering about 10 minutes. Rice has just a couple more minutes to go. So at this point, we are gonna take our potato masher and just lightly kind of start smashing them. You don't need to break up every single bean. Leave some kind of hole. But we do want to get them at least 50% of the way smashed up. And I know there still seems like there's still quite a bit of liquid in here. As these cool down, after a couple minutes, it really starts to thicken. Now that we're breaking open the beans. All right. So that's good enough. At this point, we'll add our Parmesan cheese, or like I said, or cotija cheese, whichever one you have. So this is about a quarter cup, maybe do a third cup that I had left from dinner the other night. So at this point, just stir the cheese in, turn your heat off on your beans, and they are done. Okay. Good to go, and the rice timer is just about getting ready to go off. I am gonna do a super quick peek in here and see if it's near done or if it still maybe needs a little bit longer. So, yeah, oh, still needs longer. Give it a quick stir, throw that lid back on, and then I'm gonna set the timer for a few minutes longer, and then I'll check it then. All right, so beans have thickened up like I said they would a little bit, and our rice finished up. Give that a stir. Okay, so that is ready to go. So the only thing I have left to do is grill up my fish for those tacos. And everything is all set. Enjoy.